Shady's back. Back again. Is he? I don't know where he is. Because I'm not shady. Nevertheless, it is 2 a.m. in the morning. I promised to make these videos happen. So let's try to fulfill that promise. Qiyana first pick. Casio locked in. Could be okay into Qiyana matchup. Elise also very successful. Takeaway from G2. Maybe this is why they subbed in Blaver. Dirty Elise abuser in solo queue. Lee, good matchup. Qiyana could potentially jungle as well into Elise. Well, I already know this draft, so I'm not making any predictions here. I'm gonna stop pretending. Tristana, Casio, Flex. But Casio honestly is pretty shit against YamatoCannon, so you can just go take a shit on the floor with that pick. Qiyana jungle. Very easy to lock in here because enemies show that it's either Tristana or Casio mid, and that's a Zoe lock in. Vladimir blind pick, I think. You lock in Vladimir blind when you want to spit on the enemy top laner. This is something that Nuguri has done, something that Wunder does now, and there are many counters into Vladimir top. Let me just put it that way, and Aatrox seems to be the NA special. This is not a great matchup. You hope for Kleptoprocs, and you have to use Pool to even be remotely close to do anything in trades, and to use whenever Vladimir is in a matchup where he has to use Pool aggressively. You know, it's just a shit matchup. That's just how it is. We're gonna speed this up because what is the? I'm trying to remember the binding. Let me figure out the binding. What are the bindings? I can't remember the bindings.
Pogues Basics, you may remember that when you're watching a YouTube video, number keys 1 through 0 represent 10% increments through the video. New. Sometimes it's useful to speed up. If somebody slow, you may go in steps, click here, and choose a new speed for playback. But there's actually a keyboard shortcut for that that saves you all the time. It is greater than. That is shift period. Faster, 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 faster. And then less than to go slower, 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 slower. I hope
okay, why I was doing this. No idea why it didn't work. Okay, YamatoCannon should win against this lane. I think YamatoCannon wins Casio and Nautilus. It's difficult to outplay with Casio, but the fact that Casio can W on top of herself now changes the matchup a little bit, and I haven't seen the matchup since. So maybe that's an upgrade, definitely a buff for Casio. We'll have to pay attention. Thing is, he picked Casio into Perks and Mickey, so you know you're not gonna surprise them. I think that's a big deal about these AP picks on bottom, is that a lot of these AD carries don't know shit about them. So with that being said, you know, I think G2 bot lane, you know, are at a huge advantage here. Zoe into Tristana is a matchup I like. Tristana is a very strong laner, but Zoe also a very strong laner, has some opportunities to do some stuff. Here was a bit dangerous. I don't know why Zeyzal didn't try to hook. Why is Zeyzal not hooking here? Does he have no hook? Is that what's up? Oh, he hooked Mickey, that's why. My bad. So, this Vladimir is getting money bags out of his bum. Look at his money bags. Let's pay attention to the money bags. Vladimir money bags. Kiana trying to clear her jungle. Elise bot side start. Elise going for level 3 now on red. Kiana's gonna be level 3 as well after Raptor. Money back Vladimir. G2 Jankos. Trying to find the gank. Level 3 of Kiana's very strong. They're looking for the gank. And that's a flash of Nitsky. Maybe not necessary. But maybe because he flashed here. I think he could just buffer his jump. And then he could be out. It was just panic flash. Panic flash, I would say. Blabber should win 1v1 against Kiana for sure, but no flash on Tristana, and Zoe position seems to be slightly better. I'm assuming because of the CS that she cleared some of the creeps. But it's being given up here. Vladimir has prio too, but Jankos loses 1v1, that's why they're giving up here. And Jankos just loses too heavily. And he has no flash against Elise, so he might die. It's a good play, might force flash. Okay, wonderful. I wonder if this is the Caps, this is not the flash he picked up. Caps already used that, potentially. Nevertheless, we continue. Blabber doing a good job so far, but Kiana's very weak early on, and Kiana burning a Tristana flash is, I don't know, not too crazy. Kiana jungle is not so interesting, honestly, if enemy mid lane is Tristana. I think Kiana jungle is very OP when you can have a lot of ganks onto the mid. I think if anything here, Jankos should commit into playing around bottom and look to find ganks there, because if they burn Casio Flash, all of a sudden it's dangerous. Wunder is dead here. What the fuck? Wow. So the observer completely fucked us because, you know, focus on one thing and then show us the other. So we got the flash and then bottom, all in, sneaky flashes and dies anyway. I'm assuming we're gonna have a replay, so just fast forward and then take a look at the replay. Wunder just being too cocky here, plain and simple. Going for the Klepto, gets Q'd, boom, hit. And then he gets W'd back, and then the next Q comes up here of Licorice, and simply just E is coming up, and Q is also on cooldown. So it was very easy here for Licorice. Just the fact that he takes the big Q into the forehead and W pulls him back, it just Wunder hardened it here. No call buy, no coin. Like always, this matchup, to be fair to Wunder, always this matchup, you're going to play on the edge. You need to play on the edge, and there are some scenarios where you're bound to die. Nuguri, obviously a bit more experience to playing on that edge, which showed here. So Wunder, third Q here, he's going for a Klepto hit, gets Q'd, and then boom. The passive proc lands, and then Wunder ends up behind Licorice, and then he tries to flash away, but Licorice jumps after because his E is coming off cooldown, and Q as well. Q lands, and then E, boom, auto. Wonderfully played. Jankos couldn't save them. Licorice with the Aatrox. And then take a look at bottom. Sneaky just straight up gets hit by W, and then boom, flash, both flash. Mickey could probably save flash if he ignited when he W'd, and good flash forward here from Perks. Let's take a look what Zazel did. What did Zazel do in all of this? So here the mistake from Zazel is that he's not reacting by going on Perks. He needs to Q Perks. Look to Q Perks. Right away he needs to look to Q Perks. Because Zazel kind of just did nothing here. Casio was playing this without a support. And now BF's well advantage. G2 is going to win hard. And the fact that G2 with their bot lane level 1 are stronger than C9's bot lane. They pushed in, they bounced, and after the bounce, froze the wave in a good position. The wave was slow pushing towards them. Rakan was stuck in the bush. I just think Rakan wins Casio Nautilus. I don't think Nautilus is that incredible as people make it out to be. I am not sure as to why the Rakan prior has gone down a lot. I still think Rakan is really, really strong. Maybe it has to do with some of the mid laners people are playing in this tournament, but I like Rakan. I think Rakan is being undervalued in this tournament. Well, that's a good thing for Mickey. He's a really great Rakan and quite the presence in team fights on Rakan, and that makes it worse. Blabber now in a bad position. Janko's no W, so he can't get the root off. Speed it up here. Wunder still somehow ahead on gold. Klepto value, getting all of those money bags. Everything you can wish for. You see here when they pan the camera over, Wunder is pooling. Usually when you're pooling and Aatrox has the least jungle, you know, you're going to get dove over and over, but a lot of the games we see Vladimir playing like this, he needs to be punished harder. Even the game Naguri played, many times he's pooling, and if jungle interacts at all with this, he's just in trouble, big time. Vladimir is very easy to dive without pool, and the cooldown is very long. Okay. Mickey is not 6 yet, and when Mickey is 6, it's going to be pretty much a free kill. Licorice might be in trouble here. He has no flash. Blabber in position. Licorice is using his move speed, and wow, Janko's run it down. Whoa, that is disgusting. To jest Janko Smurf. Ja pierdolę, co to było? Holy shit. Umayan. Look at Umayan. Ulting. Boom. Mickey. Not on the same level. Boom. Person's gonna die though. This dive could have been smoother. But Licorice destroying Jankos, because Jankos just ults into the wall. He just sneezes onto the wall. He was trying to be polite. Like Kiana's ult is a sneeze, and he's like sneeze away from the person, not onto the person. But Jankos needs to realize he's at war here. He needs to kill. Anyway, even if they hit the ult, probably they kill, honestly. Maybe not. I'm not sold. I'm not certain. I just think here, I'm surprised that Jankos even goes for this gank, because it's such a coin flip. It's a big coin flip. Very big coin flip. I don't like it at all. I think he needs to play around his bottom. Cassie no flash, just play around bottom, take over the map through bottom. And that's how you can find strength. Kiana is... Vladimir, Kiana 2v2 is just non-existent. Big coin flip, and here maybe they can't even kill Aatrox. So here the fact that Mickey burned flash earlier makes his dive harder, and also he didn't turn. So he gets rooted up. Here the 1-for-1 is favorable, but I think both die. So, you know, Caster loses a lot of CS under the tower, and yeah, it's okay. So finally Wunder gets punished. Let's see what happens to him. Pool starts. So this is a very good way of starting the dive. They start with Cocoon. If the Cocoon doesn't hit, you don't get aggro. Boom. And then you start to dive again. Very nice. This you can do the entire fucking game against Vladimir. People think Vladimir is OP, but you know, there are many champions like Elise that are just very good at diving her. So Niski wanted to participate, but he's just came to end. While the dive was good, I didn't pay attention to the timing of it. The timing of it is a different question than the execution of the dive. This is obviously an absolute fucking monstrosity, because Zoe now is 2-0, and the mid wave is rough. Vladimir is TPing to repair it, or to push it and make it rough for Niski, because it was even before. Obviously, if Kiana and Zoe can respond in such fashion, this is not a good timing for the dive. That's why always, if you're playing through side and not into through mid, then you need to go through side into mid first, always. Because you need to build vision, make sure you can pressure the jungler out before you dive. Because here they had no information on Kiana, no information on Zoe, and it was not a good timing for the dive. So always, if you pressure through top, Aatrox is prio, step into enemy jungle, put down some good wards, and all is good. It's very important that when you are the winning side, you cannot waste your wards in river. You need to wait for your jungler and put your wards deep. Because right now in the game you can't buy wards, there's no side stone to buy as well. Wards are very limited. So if you're on the winning side of your map, you call your jungler and make sure you put your green wards deep in the enemy jungle, because that pressure is going to spread everywhere. If you're playing on the weaker side of the jungle, you place wards defensively in your own jungle. Here it becomes quite confusing because we don't know. Qiyana is playing through top now. She spent a lot of her time top, but C9 bot lane is clearly the weakness and G2's bot lane is clearly the strength. So Qiyana is playing with them, gives G2 more and more space, play through them to put vision everywhere, spot Elise. All of a sudden everyone can play their game a bit more. Mickey's a bit deep, but he's fine. Gets the E off, has tenacity and runes. Wonder now. His klepto numbers must be crazy. He has so much items for this CS and KDA. So let's take a look here at bottom. Qiyana finally committing on the strong side. Blabber misses Cocoon, but Yangos gets ulted. He gets one-shotted. Cassio is dead. Aatrox TP. Vladimir not TP because he TP'd mid to fuck the wave over. Good situation for G2 here. And Zoe is pushing Tristan out 1v1 here. Oh, G2 bot lane, G2 bot lane, G2 bot lane, G2 bot lane, G2 bot lane. Oh! Holy. Wunder and Jankos are like, thank you for making my inting less memorable. Thank you. Best feeling in the world as a top laner, I speak from experience, is when the enemy TP's bottom, he dies, and you just get to push, get platings. You're like, God bless Jesus, God bless Buddha, God bless everything. Because it's just the biggest blessing. The gold swing just becomes so insane in your favor, and all of those kills that Aatrox had are just non-existent now. Look at Perks go, good flash, clean play. People laughing at me when I put Perks so high on my list, but Perks is a fucking beast. He's a fucking beast. C9 with the Rift Herald power play. I swapped into top to catch because Cassio died early and Xayah stayed bottom. Here, if G2 pressure down in the bottom, they're going to get more than the Rift Herald is ever going to get. So this Rift Herald play is whatever. As you can see, G2 is already ahead on tempo. They're hitting tower. Rift Herald is being used. They're trying to race for tower, but it's Cassio versus Xayah, so good luck in esports. Xayah's going to be first. Sneaky almost has less gold than Mickey. Sneaky gained some third platings there. G2 are actually contesting the Maniacs. They're maniacs, oh no. You shouldn't be defending this no more. This is bullshit. Straight up hinting. Just fucking don't do this. Look at them giggling, man. I'm just I gotta move my camera over because their camera reactions are fucking hilarious. Let's take it. Let's put me right here. Boom. That's a good spot. Actually, this might be a better spot than usually. Wunder's fucking laughing as he's they're doing this. They just went for some silly outplay. That's never gonna work. C9 though, they're trading sides, which is good. If they don't go for this Rift Herald play, probably they'll lose everything because of how strong Xayah and Rakan is. So I respect C9 for going for this. They go for the Herald, they trade sides. It's the best case scenario. They're going to lose bottom tower anyway. G2's going to dive them over and over. But this is a 15-minute 2-item Xayah, and times are rough. Times are very rough. This Tristana is very far behind as well. And honestly, playing Xayah against Cassio against enemy team is just really hard. Like Zoe was picked because of the flex of Cassio Tristana, and Zoe could be fine into Tristana and fantastic into Cassio, and Cassio is bad on both. So I think C9 just put themselves in a hole by picking Cassio so early. I don't know if it was something that was planned to be played into Cassio Qiyana specifically, but I think Sneaky just wanted to show off that he played some APs. Maybe this is the next cosplay. Who knows? I don't like the pick so much. It's just against G2 specifically. Like The fucking amount of Casio perks is played is just higher than any AD carry. So good luck with that. D2 doing some rotations after mid prio. They continue because they want to wait for C9's response. When C9 respond with a full rotation, they're gonna go back into mid lane. They want to. The reason they continue to push here is because they want to force C9 to rotate completely. If someone showed on mid wave here, they would just straight up dive because they have the tools to do so. Here they just don't give a shit. Aatrox is not in position. Aatrox is now on mid wave. They're continuing. Caps taking a bit more damage than necessary. Mickey in position to dive. There's the pool, there's the Vladimir dive. Vladimir is still fucking strong. Even though there was a lot of inting here from Wunder, he is super, super strong. He has Spellbinder, Sorcerer Shoes, Fiendish Codex. He is good to fight. He probably has more gold than Aatrox, which is fucking ridiculous. That's a big part of why this Klepto Vladimir works in some occasions, because this Klepto numbers are nuts. I want him to just press X. I want to see Klepto numbers. Please show me Klepto numbers. It would be hilarious to see Klepto numbers, honestly. But good engage here from Wonder. Aatrox showing on mid lane. Mickey is snap going here. Q lands, boom, like a Bazooka Joe. Mickey, boom with the W. A bit late. Mickey could have gone earlier. I think he could have gone first. Kiana ult hits absolutely nothing. This Kiana is 2k damage done this game or what? Is not that great. As Jankos has had good games on Kiana, but Kiana is a tricky champion to practice because it's permaband and solo queue, permaband and scrims. So how do you find time to practice this Kiana? This was Kiana into the jungle to make room for Zoe. That's all. Because Kiana, you don't want to lane against Tristana, I believe. I don't know how the matchup is against Cassio, so I'm not going to pretend that I do. But that's the only reason I can see them, can see why they would potentially pick Cassio so early. Mega Caps laughing. What a great kid, Cassio. I mean, Caps. How can you not like Caps? Very lovable character. Doesn't seem to have a mean bone in his body, just loves to play the game. He has a bright future ahead of him. Very bright. Okay, so let's see the next intent line. G2 are pushing onto bot lane. The path that Jankos chose is indeed the correct path. Vladimir is face checking. Sneaky gets a kill here on Vladimir Putin. And Vladimir dies. Sneaky is very low HP. And G2 are forced to back off. But they want to fight. They want to fight. They don't give a shit. Because actually they can fight. They are so fucking strong and Cassio is pretty much out. The fact that C9 are trying to take space here is a bit ridiculous. The gold advantage, while it might just be 6,000, it's way more than that because Zaya has all that money. And there is, crit, attack speed, AD, they all stacked together. How do you say? Multiplicatively? I can't say the word, man. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. 2:20 in the morning. I can't say words. G2 just seem to be having fun. They're playing with their food. Their lunch today is Cloud9. Jankos 1-5, Vladimir 1-4, but with good Klepto procs, God bless him. Zaya is almost Flame Horizon, whole enemy team. Perks and Mickey with Zaya Rakan. Thing of beauty. I never understood this. I don't know what I'm doing. What is this? What does this mean? I remember this fucking Louis C.K. bit that he's like, it's like you eat a delicious meal, then you do this. Louis C.K. he was saying that this is, he didn't understand this shit either, and he was like, this is what you kiss the chef's asshole. You make an ass with your hand. This is not fit for children, but who cares? We don't have any sponsors. If you want to sponsor this shit, go ahead. I can make a story about how good your product is at the beginning of the video, and I'm quite a storyteller, and I don't mind being a sellout. I don't mind admitting it too. Money is fun. Everyone loves money. That's why Vladimir has Klepto this game. I might suffer from kleptomancy myself in real life. What is kleptomancy? Kleptomania. Oh, no, no, no. That's not me. That's not me. Kleptomania is the inability to refrain from the urge for stealing items, and it is usually done for reasons other than personal use or financial gain. That doesn't make much sense. You're not stealing shit from the enemy. If you stole gold, okay, but you're not stealing anything. You're stealing, I guess, when you have Klepto, you're stealing from the universe. That's what Riot is trying to imply. Nevertheless, G2, let's see how they play with their food. This game is fucking lost from how pummeled, brutally rectified C9's bot lane got. Because imagine how hard Jankos and Wunder entered in this game in order for that to work. And Niski also got caught in that bad dive on top. Zoe got fed off of this, so Zoe is in a great state too. Still worried about their G2 here. The game against Griffin, they gave plenty of space for Caps to play on the Orianna and Irelia matchup because it's so difficult. But in this game, once again, he gets left alone. Mickey is the one face checking W into the bush right away. Doesn't give a shit. Mickey might die. No, he's alive. Licorice, make a wish. Oh, Mickey just doesn't give a shit. You know, he just fucking dabs into the bush. Gets fucking hit by every spell. Perks is forced to ult right away because of Nautilus ult, of course. And now it's gone. And then Licorice finds a good flank. Jankos can't CC him for long. And the W bounces Xayah right back. But Tristana is dead. And Nautilus is dead. Let's see what Vladimir did in all of this. Vladimir is coming in. Niski is getting autoed. Boom. Bazooka Joe caps, hits a Q that lands on Nautilus and there Tristana, and then the bubble just zones Sneaky. He's gonna die off of this. Licorice is coming back in. Mickey has ult on. He survived the initial onslaught, and that's an ace. That's G2 for you. Xayah dies, no problem. Rest of the team picks it up. Zoe is just too fucking fed. G2 is so free-flowing. G2, you know, even all of this, Wunder had a rough early game, but he's so fucking strong because the Klepto still plays good. That's the beauty of G2, you know, they can run it down, they laugh about it, and then they continue to play the game they're supposed to. They find ways to be effective. That's the beauty of G2, man. Jankos Wunder still delivering here in this fight. Ult to try to peel their Aatrox. It's not good enough. Perks cannot get away, and Jankos tries to reposition, walks in. The bubble, look at that Zoe bubble. Sneaky is like, what the fuck do? I don't want to take a nap right now. Honestly, Jankos didn't do much else besides the ult on Aatrox, but we love our boy Jankos, so God bless him. Cap's enjoying himself, of course. Vladimir doing a lot of damage. I just want to see gold. Gold graph. Show me gold graph. Look how rich this Vladimir is. He has more items than Zoe. Well, to be fair, he has more CS and he has almost similar kills. So that's okay. But he does have more items than Zoe. Okay, let's see how G2 dive the fountain. That's next in line. Imagine people saying C9 had a chance. You know, look how much shit G2 do wrong, and still C9 look absolutely shattered. It's a 24-minute game, and you know, Jankos and Wunder were inting quite a bit. But it doesn't matter. People were telling me, "Oh, C9 upset power." You know, they upset us, but we are. You know, Vitality was not similar at all to what G2 is now. G2's level is way higher, and also we were big coin flippers, you know, big coin flippers in terms of we could be the best team in the world and the worst team in the world in the same game. That's something we've been struggling with. So this was a fun game. Let's see if someone watched the end of it. Niski with the hug on Mickey, and Mickey Sneaky's Mickey Sneaky duo partner. Holy, Jankos is smiling. He's covering his face because of this fucking Kiana performance. Ah! He used all his powers in the Elite's game. That's fine. Wunder showing off his Vladimir. They're bowing. Bow down, says Ice Cube. Very nice. Very fun game. C9, absolutely no chance. This is more of a fun game. It's good for me to review a fun game at 2 a.m. in the morning because honestly, it's alright, you know. If you watched all the way to this, if you're that only person that watched all the way to this point, can you do me a favor? You know, I put a lot of work into these, and I put a lot of time and effort, and my voice is beginning to die, and I'm so happy that you're here. But if someone could help me spread the message, maybe post on Reddit, see how it does. You know, Reddit has such high power in terms of what gets traction and what doesn't. And I would love if someone's interested in getting some karma. Maybe not if the post completely flops and the Reddit mods are just like, this is not league related. You need to get banned. You know, this might happen. This is a risk that you have to take. But I would really appreciate it. The lone soldier that it made it to the end. Cheers. All the best to you. If you sneeze during this video, bless your face. And I'll see you guys in the next game.